Hi, everybody. I'm Paul Lemley, MSEA president, and in case you didn't know it, we are not the only education union in Maryland, are we?
No,
No.
not at all.
This is Diamonté Brown. She's the Baltimore Teachers Union president, and I'm super happy to have you here and getting into Tiny Desks.
Yeah, thanks, Paul, for having me.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. When the governor got in this desk, he said, "What is this, for a first grader?" And I said, "When was the last time you saw a first grader?" These got to be fourth or fifth, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So you work in Baltimore City, your union's in Baltimore City, and you tell me, and you tell everyone probably, that city schools are different.
Yeah.
How?
Well, one way city schools are unique to most other school systems in Maryland is that our predominant race in the school system are Black children. We also have way less money that our city allocates to their maintenance of effort than most other counties.
On a per pupil kind of basis?
Yes, and there's a lot of things that contribute to that. A few things may be that we have less property taxes because of the exponential amount of vacants that we have in Baltimore City. I want to say we have around maybe 10 to 14,000 vacant homes. We also have a different transportation structure for our students. Most other counties, they have a full school bus fleet. In Baltimore City Public Schools, you only get a school bus if you are a student with special needs or you're at a certain elementary school within a certain distance from your home.
So almost everybody walks or provides their own transportation to school?
Either you walk or people catch the MTA, Maryland Transit System.
And your union's been doing work to make the community better.
Absolutely.
Tell people what bargaining for the common good is.
Well, bargaining for the common good is an approach to expand the way you advocate. Bargaining for the common good is more expansive. It is using your union power to advocate for these broader social demands, like students having a home, like having school nurses at every school. Unfortunately, in Baltimore City Public Schools, but don't make this keep you from wanting to work there, every school doesn't have a library. And we would love all schools to have a librarian. And then there are demands that are even outside the school system that we believe union power could help with. And so in order to bargain for the common good, you can't just be isolated and only focus on the workers you represent. You have to build those connections and relationships far beyond your worksite walls. And so that means being in community, having relationships with students and student groups, parents and parent groups, religious groups, legislators, other unions.
Right. And bargaining for the common good, the way you've described it, is illegal, right? We cannot ask for things that are not negotiable. And yet, we're doing this anyway because
our students deserve it. I mean, our students are asking for things like peer tutoring, peer counseling. They deserve that. If the directly impacted know how to best serve themselves. And our students have a voice, but they don't have a seat at the bargaining table. We have a seat at the bargaining table. So I believe we have an obligation to fight for them.
I mentioned the right to strike to a legislator today, and he asked me, what about students?
Yeah.
And we're probably both aware that the average strike by educators lasts about a day, and the effects tend to be smaller class size and better pay for the educators who do the work of making sure our students have what they need. So from your perspective, pitch a legislator or a skeptical person on why we should be able to not work if we need it.
Yeah, well, labor has a lot of value, and I think we all know that because our whole life is about a rat race and going to work, and you need to work to get bills paid, and just everything is built around work. And so if labor is that valuable, then also removing your labor, minimizing your labor, slowing down your labor can have an impact. And we want to be able to have a bigger impact for our children. Right now, we don't have the leverage that we need to be able to bargain for all of those things that I just mentioned. And so we want the right to strike because that is an additional bargaining tool that can help us fight for the things that our students need. And, you know, historically, people have withheld their labor to make some monumental change. I mean, we can start with the slave trade. I mean, that was the first example of a general strike. Slaves said, "We're not doing it anymore. We're not doing it." And here we are, where we don't have servitude. And I won't say we're as free as we would like to be, but we're far from slavery. And that was based on stoppage of labor. We have the 8-hour workday now because of Haymarket, another general strike that got us the 8-hour workday. And so withholding labor makes a major impact because of how valuable labor is.
Perfect. I appreciate you coming to Annapolis. Hopefully you have a sort of a safe and not icy way home. Diamonté Brown from
Yeah.
Baltimore Teachers Union.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for having me.